sunshine. Everyone loves the sunshine. Flowers love the sunshine. The plants. Everyone loves the sunshine. And I'm just loving this sunshine after a week of lots of rain, lots of clouds. So I'm just really enjoying the sunshine today. Welcome to another week of Metaphor Monday. I'm Patria, and I'm glad you've joined me today. We might have some squirrels visiting us. They're watching from afar. Anyway, I'm here in my garden for today's metaphor. I just wanted to talk about the sun. And as I sit here getting my vitamin D from the sun, trying to get as much vitamin D as I can, because here in the northern hemisphere we have longer winters, and we need to store up our vitamin D from the sunshine. Some of you already know I do a lot of gardening, and the sun is very important for the gardening that I do. When there's too much rain or too much shade, my plants don't do so well. And if you've seen Metaphor Monday, the first one, you saw that I was transplanting some of my plants into bigger pots to give them room to grow. And just recently I've been hardening them off and getting them ready to put in the ground. And I had actually put some in the ground already. But because we had a week or so of just clouds and rain, my poor little plants started to go yellow. But I'm bringing them back to life, giving them some special food and special care, and luckily yesterday and today the sun is coming out and helping them get greener and grow stronger. Every day there's sunshine. Even if it's raining outside, even if it's cloudy, there's sunshine within your reach. And as a parent, it's so important to be in touch with that, because our children get their sunshine from us. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. And I remember singing that song with my kids when they were younger. And it was about them being my sunshine. That looking at them made me happy. Having them in my life made me happy. But what I'm saying today is that as parents, we have to remember that we are their sunshine. When we're feeling sad, they feel sad. When we're feeling angry, they feel that anger. When we're feeling happy, they feel that sunshine. And it lights up their sunshine inside. How we are feeling really has an effect on how they are feeling. And sometimes we forget that. We forget that we have such a strong effect on them in that way. And it's not to say that you should hide any sad or angry feelings from your children. No, but we can determine how long we want to hang on to those feelings. We can blow them up into a big storm, or they can just be passing And our children are watching us and seeing, what do we do? What do we do to get back that sunshine? How do we get out from behind the clouds? So, by example of what we do with how we're feeling, we teach our children. And children are so sensitive to our own emotions because they're still learning about their emotions. So for kids, their daily dose of sunshine is not dependent on the weather. It's dependent on us. And what we put out there. And they take it all in. And so you can give them sunshine, and you can give them storms and clouds. And how we handle our storms or our clouds will determine how they handle them to a great extent. Our external environment, the mood that we have, affects their internal environment. We all have our off days where maybe things aren't as sunny as we like them to be. And this is natural. But when we get so entrenched in those clouds, those storm clouds, or those rain clouds, and we don't open ourselves to the sunshine, to the possibility of it, this affects our children's environment and how they feel inside. I often say that children are like a barometer of their parents' feelings. So when you see your child behaving in a certain way, it gives you a clue about what they are picking up from their environment. Sometimes that's what we're putting out there. Sometimes it might be something else. What's important to remember is kids can learn from what we do with those days, those cloudy days, by the way we handle it and how we bounce back. Too much rain or too much clouds can overshadow children's own sunshine, their inner sunshine that's there. We're not all of it, but we help them connect to it by what we put out there. Everybody's going to have their off days. That's only natural. And what I'm saying is, if you get pulled into it too much, if you can't snap out of it and get back to that sunshine, that it affects our children. And when our children see us, either sad or upset, and they see how we can peek out from behind the clouds, or they see how we get pulled into the storm, then they're learning a lesson of life there. And which lesson do you want them to learn? So our children can learn from us what to do with those days. We can either turn it into a seemingly endless storm, or we can part those clouds and peek out from behind. A little rain is fine, but too much can cause floods and can stunt growth. So if you can, let your sunshine shine through. And when you think of that song, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Remember that you are their sunshine. So thanks for joining me on Metaphor Monday, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.